Do we start with drama or do we start with good news?
Let's start just because the good news is kidogo.
You have to mention this drama.
I don't know, man. This whole week there's been the issue of the bonuses for Kenya Sevens, and that the government paid the bonuses until. Okay, so there are like 7 different stories depending on who you talk to. The players have a different story, KRU have a different story, the government has a different story, the 2 coaches who are involved have a different story. So we really don't know what the truth is. So anyway, basics behind it is the Kenya Sevens team are own bonuses.
The old bonuses for the win,
for the Singapore win.
For the win in Singapore.
Not just the win in Singapore, but all the bonuses, for the last season. Right? So they're all bonuses, and they were just unveiling the new kit sponsor, the new shirt sponsor, Kenya Sevens. No, please, no. So when they were launching this, the Kenya Sevens guys went on strike. They said they're not doing anything, they're not training, they're not coming for the launch until they get their dues. So, long story short, there was back and forth, the government saying yes, we did pay, and we offset the bonuses from KQ and from what the president promised them. Then they made a mistake by sending 10 million to the Lionesses kitty, and it was part of what the men. So, like, there's just a lot
of games.
But the good thing is, Monday guys are back in training. Monday night they go to Dubai. So that's a good day. But I'm not sure when the team naming is going to be.
Today's team naming 1, 2, are they going to be prepared enough, taking into account that they haven't trained for a minute? I think.
But they've been training with their teams.
With their teams,
so they haven't been enough.
Yes. The biggest issue for me is, and this is cancer in Kenyan sports, is failing to recognize and failing to take into account the fact that these guys are our gems.
So these guys are representing us.
Exactly. These players are our gems. Whatever is due to them, pay them.
Pay them.
And that's the problem.
And that's the don't mess with these guys.
Because the union comes in and says, chairman of the union comes in and says that the CEO signed something that us guys were not aware of. What is that? Come on.
It shouldn't happen.
It should not happen.
As in, that's his job. Why is he the chairman?
Yes.
Such things have been signed under his nose.
The board not knowing is completely unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. Because, and within that contract, there is a part, an authorizing signature that was missing. So for me, I look at it 2 ways. Yes, the players need their dues, but yes, either the players need to get an association, or they need to get an agent for themselves. They need someone who can read their contracts, who has a capability to note what is right or wrong. Because they accepted that, but it had no authorizing signature.
Let me tell you,
at the end of the day,
it's something good you've said there, and I take it back to another sport, but the same context. In the 1960s or late 1950s, early 1960s, that's what the NBA players decided. They formed a players union, and that's what has really gotten the players' rights hard. You can't mess around with players' salary and all that stuff. In the days of the Bill Russells and Will Chamberlains, you can't do that. That's what we need right now. And it's good you say that, Sha. You need a union in place to advocate for these players, because these guys. I talked to a former player, I'm not going to mention him, but I talked to a former player yesterday and Mondays. And one thing he was saying is that you guys invest so much in this game, what does it give back to us? If I got injured today, another player I'm not going to mention, he was part of the 7th circuit. He got injured, he was telling me during the Safari Sevens, he got injured during the Tokyo Sevens. The cover they have, the insurance cover, could not take care of his injury. He had to use his own work cover. That's not right.
That's not.
And these union guys need to. They need to understand that these guys are our gems. We need to take care of our gems.
And they need to take care of themselves too. So that's what I'm saying. It's 2 ways to look at it. We are with the players. They do need to get paid. But we also, as that fraternity, need to take care of them. There's sports agencies out there. Right now they're growing their body. I know of 2. Guys, sign up with these agencies. Let them deal with these issues for you. Because we don't know these things. We're not, okay, except these 2 of them. But some of us don't know of these things, and those things can be very confusing to a young person who probably has never.
Because these guys, you're negotiating a contract. You're by yourself. You have no representation. I'm telling you, they will be undercut.
Yeah,
you will always be undercut.
But
so
sorry.
it's best that they get representation.
But the second side of it, sorry, I'm very passionate about this one. But the second bit of it for me is let's come clean.
Yes.
I feel like Benja and Pao need to tell us what happened.
Yes.
Because now we're hearing 75 stories.
Yeah.
We don't know who to trust.
Yes.
We are just fans.
Yes.
These are the guys you need to take care of the players. But then you guys you're speaking in your little circles, and we're hearing all these things. And for me, from an outsider who loves the sport so much, I'm like, what is the truth?
Yes.
Can we just deal with it?
Yes.
Because these guys are the ones who are suffering. Some of them depend on this money for the sevens to live.
That's true.
Right?
That's very true. That's it. So, note to self. Union.
Union.
Get your story right.
Good thing
Put your
is,
stuff together, man.
Yeah.
we can't wait for this team naming because we know there's some big names missing. Big names. We won't mention them, but there are big names missing. And we're in a transition, and it's beautiful. It's good.
It's good for the game.
In transition in all aspects. Like coach, we have no young guy coming on board now.
No, of course.
He's responsible largely for what has happened at Impala.
Yeah.
He's been instrumental at Impala. We hope that he can transform that onto the sevens team. And my vision is that one day you will have completely different sets. Like you have sevens being one set and 15 not overlapping.
But we hardly see that anymore, though.
True.
We hardly see that anymore.
We're heading there.
But it's good to see some young names coming in as well. So the Brian Tangas, Aluda Beda. And from Southland, later losing to SA, it's good to see that them being given playing time. So I'm hoping at least that they get better playing time and they grow within the system and don't get all messed up in all that.
So we're heading to Dubai for the sevens.
Yes.
And we're in Pool D. We have Australia, France and Japan.
That's on Friday, right?
It's on Friday, starting on Friday.
So make sure you watch Kenya Sevens Shuja taking on France, Australia and Japan. Dubai. Get behind our boys. That's of course after watching Impala versus Queens.
Definitely.
Yeah, but anyway, that's that, man. So guys, quick and very quick prediction. Western Bull versus Nax.
Nax.
I say me a Nax. Mwamba versus Min Machine. Mwamba. By the way, guys, that's also a derby. That's the first derby we ever had in Kenya. With Mwamba versus Min Machine.
Yeah.
Those two being the first pure black clubs in Kenya.
Black derby.
So yeah, Mwamba Min Machine called Mwamba, right? Wow. And the one. Impala versus Queens?
I am not making any
that one is hard. I'm going with Impala. I'm going with Impala.
I have to go with my Queens. I'll go with my Queens on that. Okay. Shall we?
Neutral person.
It will be neutral.
It is photographer.
The malaria in me will tell you next week.
We'll tell you next week.
I can't speak.
Fair enough. Then we have Black Blood versus Homeboys. Black Blood. I call Homeboys, man. I think Homeboys have too much firepower. And then we have Struggle versus Nondis.
Strap. Let's go Strap.
We go Strap. I actually feel Nondis have a chance in this one.
Yeah.
Then there's another big one in Kakamega, by the way. Cabras versus KC.
Now, those are the top two. That is a fight between the top two.
Yes, so Cabras, not top two.
No.
They're not top two.
Cabras is fourth.
Cabras is defending champions. Yeah.
But defending champions
versus potential champions.
I'll go with KCB. Georgia Sin score another try for me. That's all I'm saying.
Even me, I'm seeing KCB taking it. These guys are just too strong this season.
I feel Cabras at Cabras. I'm going to go with Cabras.
If it rains,
if it rains, it's Cabras.
Cabras are winning.
If it rains, Cabras are winning. But anyway, yeah.